Hello and good evening. We are the Varlastan team, and we are this evening in our season break going to indulge in some weird and wonderful one-page, one-shot RPGs. We've picked out a selection of them, all created by Oliver Darkshire, who will be tagged in the chat for anyone who cares to follow him on Twitter. His content is wild, varied and interesting, and occasionally not safe for work. These, however, are all broadly PG-13, so don't run away too fast. We'll do a quick round the table, and then we shall start with the first one, which will be The Prime Minister Won't Resign. Good evening, Dragon. How are you doing?
Hello, I am good, thank you. Yes, this is going to be interesting and very topical. We shall see.
Indeed. Eden, how are you doing today?
Not bad. I'm fascinated to see where all of these games are going. I won't spoil the titles of the others. We'll see how many we get through. But yeah, some interesting angles. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. And Amy, how's today find you?
I'm good, thank you very much. Yeah, the first one is going to be fun. It's been a very, very interesting week in politics this week.
In politics and everywhere else. Okay. So the format for these is that we have 3 tracks, and each of those tracks goes from 0 to 10, as we can see here. And what we're going to do is we're going to in sequence roll d6s to see what happens based on the tables that are the core of this. So if you don't have your d6s to hand, grab your d6s.
Mine are sneakily hidden in the drawer in my desk.
How many do we need?
You will need 3 for one of the later ones. You'll only need 1 for the minute.
Okay.
I don't have many dice, and I will have to deal with having a singular one.
That's
Roll.
fine. You can get away with that, not a problem.
Eden, do we have to send you more dice?
You might have to.
This can be arranged.
This can be
Yeah,
arranged.
I think we have an odd 1 or 2 kicking around between us.
Totally not Dice Goblin.
I'm looking at Dragon going Dice Goblin.
I am.
I mean, I have enough for my bag that Dragon knitted me a long time ago.
Okay.
It is a very old bag. She's still going strong.
Just got the one set that Sharona got me. So, yeah.
I'm gonna have to get you more.
I think
Fear
I could
me.
lay hands on 6 or maybe 7 sets of dice in about a minute.
I don't know how many sets I have.
That's how
Enough.
that one goes. Yeah.
But not enough.
Plenty.
In my defense,
Not enough.
they're mostly from our sponsor or present.
Indeed.
That's totally my excuse.
That's a
That's
good
fair.
excuse.
Perfect.
Okay.
I also have one of my old patron dice
For the
trays.
original dice trays.
Yes.
Ooh.
Initial ones that I made. In fairness, I do still make them for patrons. That's
You do.
part of their 3-month reward.
Nowadays, so they have stickers on them.
They do,
Instead of you
yes.
having to handwrite Penance RPG on the bottom.
That is a very, very old tray. I've got a feeling I made that tray mostly because it was really strong colours, so it would show up in pictures.
Yeah,
I think.
that's probably about right. Okay. So, the Prime Minister won't resign. You are the Queen of England, and the Prime Minister won't resign, which leaves you no choice but to perform your duty. don your mask and draw Excalibur one last time. So, we will go around in order, starting with Dragon. I get to play these, which is great.
Makes a change.
It does.
Yay!
And we'll go around and we'll see where we all end up. If you reach 10 on any of the 3 tracks, that is the end of your game. There is a special rule. Sudden Brexit. If you roll 3 6s in a row at any time, you accidentally leave the European Union and drown in the ocean. Which will also be the end of your game.
Yeah.
So, let's start as we mean to go on. You'll be glad to know that this is actually a spreadsheet. So we can live update these
Yay.
numbers.
Good. I don't need to try and remember.
Nope. All you need to do is watch the stream.
I can't because my computer will crash.
You should watch it on your phone.
It's fine. It's fine. I've got a notebook.
Yeah.
I've got a notebook. It's fine.
It's not like you get.
Organised.
Yeah, it's not like you get to make decisions based on where you are on the tracks. So it's really just a question of how soon your game is going to be over. Okay, we'll start with Dragon. Can you please roll a d6 to determine what sort of regnal event occurs?
2.
You have an endless corridors event. You're lost in the vastness of Westminster. Roll another d6.
Sounds a little ominous. 3.
You encounter the Chancellor holding a bag marked swag.
So apt.
That's perfect. We don't have one of those. Kind of.
I'm going to follow follow the screen order rather than the spreadsheet order. So Eden, roll me a d6 and then a second d6.
I got a 6
You have affairs of state.
and a 4.
Your dogs pick up a smell and the scent of vengeance.
Ooh, Queenie's on the hunt.
Oh yes. Amy,
That's a 1
you're lost in the endless corridors as well.
and a 3.
You've also encountered the Chancellor holding a bag marked swag. What are the chances?
Very high with this government. Extremely high.
In terms of
I
dice
mean-
rolls, however, not so likely. I am also in the endless corridors with a 2. I, however, am stuck in a ministerial revolving door.
Ooh.
Which brings us back to Dragon.
Mm-hmm. 5.
You have affairs of state to tend to.
Don't think I make many decisions regarding them as the queen. 1.
One of your relatives has caused an international scandal, I fear.
Again.
Again.
Just cut them off, it's fine.
Eden.
But he's the favourite.
I cut people off if they're a cunt.
Rightly so. I got a 3.
The battle
And-
rages on for you.
A 4.
You are confronted by a minister. You end them.
Oh,
Lucky thing.
definitely out on the prowl at this point. Beating down ministers.
Now you know what
protecting,
your
the,
dogs
protecting the
consent.
Constitution.
Yep. Amy. I'll keep them going.
A 3 And a 6.
Your battle rages on. You choke someone to death with Magna Carta.
Yes! Yes, I approve greatly.
After some messing around, I find myself in the bowels of Westminster, and I have also encountered the Chancellor holding a marked swag.
He's not very
Chaz?
sly.
No, it's not a good
It's almost
bullshitter of finances.
almost like hiding isn't one of the key attributes here.
Five.
More affairs of
2.
state. Another international scandal. What are the chances?
And again, just cut the fucker off.
At the neck?
Oh, maybe it
yes.
was Megan this time.
Eden.
It's fine. Fine. I don't really care. See, if you cut them off the first time, then at least it's not the same one repeating.
Yeah.
multiple
This
scandals.
is very true.
It helps.
It does.
Can whittle down the royal family even further.
Okay.
Right,
Eden.
back to me.
Yep.
6 and 3.
You lose your crown in the viscera and have to find it.
Oh no.
Ew.
You got so into murdering that civil servant or MP or whatever
yeah.
that you lost your crown.
You drop.
Well,
you
after a
dropped
good
your
headbutt,
yeah.
it was-
You,
yeah.
yes. You headbutted a minister to death and had to retrieve your crown from his entrails.
I mean,
That's
that
a
sounds quite
5.
reasonable.
That's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And another 5.
You have to stop to celebrate another jubilee. It's quite time-consuming.
Oh god.
How tedious.
Why?
My battle rages on. I battled through a room of red tape. Which brings us back to Dragon.
One.
Back into Westminster for you.
Oh.
Was that
5.
a 5? You detect the scent of fear and silver spoons.
Ooh.
Eden.
Good.
5 and a 5.
You have to stop to celebrate another jubilee as well. It's also
Woohoo.
quite time-consuming. Amy.
That's a 6. And a 4.
Your dogs pick up a smell. The scent of vengeance.
We're gonna hunt down.
I'm lost in Westminster. I'm stuck once again in a ministerial revolving door. How disappointing. Dragon.
5. And 4.
The corgis are very busy today. The smell of vengeance once again.
Who took their bones?
So they have picked up vengeance and fear and silver spoons. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Eden.
3 and a 5.
A Secretary of State catches you with a lucky blow.
Oh.
How dare you?
Gosh,
Dare
while
you
she was
strike
celebrating, finishing the Jubilee celebrations, and just out of nowhere, kidney punch.
Sucker punch.
Amy.
It's 2 and a 3.
A 2 and a 3 returns you to the Chancellor. You're going round in circles, I fear.
I've gone all the way round and I've met back up with him again.
Or
It could be worse.
They are all also running round in circles. Like you're chasing each other, like round a square building.
I don't have a soundboard button for Yakety Sax, so we'll just assume it's playing there.
Oh, that's a mercy. I can't stand that.
Perfect.
Tunes. Oh,
I loved that so much.
Yep.
Watching that on Twitter, seeing that on Twitter made my day.
Yeah. I, sadly, have been ambushed with a cake. Ow. Dragon.
1 and 1.
You wander into a work event. You leave holding a beer. Eden.
3 and a 2.
You battle through a room full of red tape.
Okay.
Your quest continues. Amy.
It's a 2 and another 2.
You are stuck in a ministerial revolving door.
Damn that Chancellor.
Led you into a trap.
The Fiend. I have also encountered a Secretary of State who struck me with a lucky blow. I am displeased. Dragon. I think it's safe to say on the numbers that Dragon is doing the best of us for the moment.
We'll see.
Is Trail the one that we need to win?
Trail is the favourable ending.
Okay.
4 and 4.
You are confronted by a minister. You end them.
About time.
Eden.
4 and 1.
You summon the royal lion. It's not as friendly as you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's wounds.
You are wounded. Amy.
5 and a 6.
Another Jubilee. Really?
God.
It's getting excessive.
I'm fed up of it by this point. I'm sitting on the boat, I'm not even standing.
Done.
Just sit there. I'm
Westminster
90
House-
odd. I am not standing for hours in the freezing, pishing rain on a boat.
I am
Westminster has
literally
me in
too old for this shit.
Yes.
I stopped to cure a passerby of scrofula.
I see.
Naturally. Dragon.
3 and 2.
You have battled through another room full of red tape. You are getting closer. Eden.
3 and a 2.
More red tape all round.
It's endless.
It is.
5. Oh, no, that was a 4.
The Corgis are at it again. They scent vengeance. What does Westminster have for me? Westminster has for me another passerby to cure of scrofula. Apparently it's endemic in the palace. Dragon.
I mean, things generally are. 1 and 4.
You are briefly locked in combat with a cabinet.
A cabinet?
A cabinet.
Ah.
Presumably this
Yay.
is like our luggage.
Furniture fight. Fun
I'm
times.
kind of hoping it's like the luggage, otherwise I'm just really ineptly arguing with a filing cabinet.
It might be the red box. You never know.
The red box is a mimic.
That would explain a lot of things.
It would.
That would explain a lot of things.
Eden.
6 and 4.
6 and a 4. More Corgi action. You're hunting quite a pace. I fear I'm falling behind the rest of you. So you're all now on trail of 7.
Close.
Our battle rages on. I have a rumour of red tape. Lucky me. Dragon.
Is it? And 2.
With that a 6 and 2. Another international scandal. You're going to run out of relatives at this rate, the way you're having them removed immediately after a scandal.
I mean, it's not like they do me much good anyway.
This is true. Eden.
I got a 6 and 4.
Corgis. Your corgis are truly impressive.
Release the hounds.
Very slowly. Because they're corgis.
5. And a 1.
It's your turn for an international scandal then.
God damn it, Harry. You're supposed to be my favourite grandchild.
I have merely encountered more red tape, which leaves me halfway up all 3 tracks. Arguably the worst possible place to be sat. Dragon.
Does seem a little unfortunate. 4. And 4.
You're confronted by a minister. You are efficient in your dispatch at the dispatch box. Eden.
5 and a 6.
You have to stop to celebrate yet another jubilee. Amy.
2. And 4.
You are briefly locked in combat with a cabinet and its hundreds of little feet.
Damn all this sentient furniture.
What are we in? Beauty and the Beast?
I have another jubilee, but I have also rolled 2 6s, so that will be interesting. Dragon.
1. 2.
A ministerial revolving door, I fear.
It's a trap.
It is a trap. Eden.
Maybe it's just full of the corpses by now.
Yeah, the bodies are piling up.
They are rather.
Right, I got a 2 and a 1.
You wander into a work event. You leave holding a beer, but you encounter the Prime Minister and bring an end to this farce. You stand on a pile of your defeated enemies and howl at the uncaring gods above.
Huzzah! Eden for the win!
Can be only one.
Well done.
There we go.
The true king has been revealed. Oh, that was good.
Unless anyone is particularly keen to see the other endings play out, I shall just tell you what they are. If your wounds score reaches 10, you are defeated and your rampage comes to an end. Your funeral is suitably expensive and a colossus is raised over your tomb. If your media score reaches 10, then your identity is uncovered and the cameras force you back to the palace to nurse your injured bride.
What injured?
Yeah, the queen.
Like,
Killing all those ministers. Who gives a damn?
Giving the people what they want.
Indeed. Okay, so that was The Prime Minister Won't Resign. And we have some options for what to choose next. I think based on earlier discussion, we'll go with don't look at the mountain. Give me a moment to pull it up, because although my image preview tools were happy to have 3 images open at once yesterday, as soon as I launched the stream stuff, they decided to be a pain. Because that's what heroes do, apparently.
Helpful.
Ah, technology.
Everybody hates technology. Okay. So, don't look at the mountain. You are a young adult in mythic Greece, and you know your life will be short. On one side, careless gods. On the other, hungry monsters. Keep your head down and try not to look at Mount Olympus.
Okay.
Okay.
Your scores for this one are gods, lifespan, and monsters. Again, it's a 0 to 10. You are going to make a series of rolls on the cathartic event table, which is a 3d6 roll.
3d6.
And again, we'll start with dragon and work around the screen.
Okay, so that's 5, 5, and 2.
So 12.
I don't know if you need it.
3d6
Don't
is
ask-
always, yeah,
don't
3d6
ask us
is
to
always
count.
add them together.
No, I know I have to count it. Fine, 12.
Thank you. You ignore the advice of an oracle. You won't take advice from someone who's been sat indoors for 20 years.
I mean, there's a good argument for that.
Yeah.
And, you know, they tend to be very high.
Indeed. Eden.
Okay. 6, 6, and a 1. 13.
One day, you go for a walk under clear skies. A risky day for a walk, to be sure. Because the
Okay.
gods
That
can see
sounds
you
peaceful
there.
enough. I can live with going for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fair enough.
I also got 13. I can't read that there. Put that there.
Well, also 13 is the exact same event, and you'll excuse me for not just reading the same event twice back to back.
Why does that get 3 on the god?
Because it's a clear sky, they can see you there.
They can see us.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Zeus might pop up and go, "Hello there."
Creeper.
Take the form of an ox or
Yes.
something. Who knows?
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, you can swap Zeus and Quagmire out at any given moment, and it will have exactly the same effect in both sides.
Dig it.
I mean, yes.
I've rolled a 10. I engage in some creative pastime. I feel I am being watched.
Ugh.
We're all being watched all the time.
Back to dragon.
7.
7. Another war, another dead relative to mourn. You write a book, have a child, or do something else that takes time and no one appreciates enough.
It's rather grim.
There's a bit,
I don't know.
but it extends your lifespan somewhat. Eden.
Okie doke. 16.
You fall madly in love. Your lover is beautiful, and you are tempting fate.
Oh.
Definitely tempted Zeus fate.
And the gods are watching. We know this already. So be careful about where I'm doing things. No close
12.
guys.
Well, you ignore the advice of an oracle. That goes really well.
Yeah, apparently I go for a walk.
What's that? Translucent dice are really good, but a little bit hard to read sometimes. 11. The seasons change. I give quiet thanks for another year.
Yeah. Nice
Dragon.
and peaceful. 9.
You visit the temple to say some neglectful prayers. Eden.
4. 6.
6. Some months pass. Your aunt visits, talking of strange tidings. She's always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh yeah, leave me and my wife alone.
Amy.
15.
You come into a personal windfall of some kind.
Ooh.
Encourages both gods and monsters towards you.
Have I got a vineyard?
Possibly. I've also engaged in some. I've engaged in another creative pastime. Apparently, I'm having a very peaceful life here. Unlike Eden. Dragon.
Yeah. Yes. 11.
The seasons change. You have a quiet year.
Yay.
Eden.
5. 15.
15. You come into a personal windfall of some kind. Those gods are very interested in you.
13.
One day you go for a walk under clear skies.
I really like walking,
A
apparently.
risky day for a walk that takes your god track to 9.
Careful.
Apparently I want to get abducted.
Apparently so. Apparently you also made the walk look really, really tempting, because I've done it too.
Come on, let's go.
Be careful.
It's fine. It's a beautiful day.
I'm amused that like most of what we know of ancient Greek religion was asking the gods to help you, and what we're doing is just don't realize we exist, please. Fine. Nope. We're quite okay.
Fine,
over
just-
here.
Fine, just being a nobody. Just a common, regular Joe
That you have no interest in, please.
that has no special bloodline or special heroic feat that you want us to do,
9.
or a bet that you want to
9
win.
for a dragon. More neglectful prayers. You are keeping your head
mean,
down,
I'm just
probably
trying
the
to-
best of us.
I'm trying to hedge my bets here, okay? You don't want them to notice you, but you don't want them to get angry because you keep neglecting them.
This
You
is
just
fair.
can't win really with them.
Eden.
I got 13.
A walk under clear skies. You have attracted the attention of a god.
That's 10. Is that something?
Yep. You rolled me a
dear.
d6.
2.
And you've drawn the attention of a god who has found a way to end your life prematurely with their advances. You spend the rest of your days turned into a prophetic pig.
Damn. Pig 5.
Run, pig, run!
This
Oh,
one
what an
will
end.
play till we've all ended, I think. Amy.
That's So you have become Hen Wen from
11.
the Black Cauldron.
Think
What
so.
What was that number, Amy? Sorry?
11.
11. A quiet year for you.
Whew.
And 6 for me, an aunt with strange tidings. Again.
7.
Another war. There seems to be a few of them. Occupies your time. Eden has left us. He is now a peg. Amy.
From what I can remember from Classic.
9.
You visit the temple to say some neglectful prayers. Roll me a d6.
Oh no.
Just 1.
Just one.
6.
You've drawn the attention of a god. Has ended your life prematurely. You spend the rest of your days as an unwilling prophet.
Ooh.
Lucky you.
I'm basically wandering around going, I suppose I'll tell you. Prophecy. Fine.
Tell you this, or I end up in like unbearable pain or something. But I
So
really
just
don't
stand there
care.
for 5 minutes and let me do my spiel and then I'll be on my way.
God damn people. Why are there
Word.
people everywhere?
Word has spread of the prosperity of my village. The monsters are massing. Dragon.
Who knows?
We'll try and quick
Okay.
fire this a little bit.
8.
8. Time passes, wars come and go, you keep your head down.
Yay!
Seasons change, I give thanks for another quiet year. Back to you.
12.
You ignore the advice of an oracle once again. Risk your business.
Eh.
7 for me, another war. Extends my lifespan. Which is not normal for wars.
Depends. If you're not a citizen, then you're fine, probably. 12 again.
12 again. More gods, more monsters.
I was doing so well.
Another 7 for me. More lifespan.
Just living your life.
Apparently so.
Kind of. I will want to know what the monster's ending is.
That's fine.
Mm.
If we don't see it, you'll find out.
9.
You're saying some neglectful prayers. Puts your 9 on the gods track.
Damn close.
That ramped up
Ooh.
quickly.
I also go and say some neglectful prayers. Apparently I'm a trend follower.
7.
7. More lifespan for you. Yet another war. Risking it a little bit here. A walk under clear skies puts me to 9 as well. I don't think we're going to see the monster ending for either of us.
Aw.
10. You nearly made it to a natural death. And D6 for what befalls you? 2. Joining the herd of prophetic pigs.
Bacon! Bacon!
I think pig teeth are really good to use on humans.
I have managed to reach 10 on lifespan. Keeping my head down once again.
Well done.
I die at the ripe old age of 40-ish with no regrets. My soul descends to the underworld to spend eternity in blissful, eventless ennui.
Good times?
Nice. Nice.
Presumably good times. It is the good ending. If your monster score reaches 10, then you are slain by one of your town's local beasties. It's ugly and messy. And there is a table.
Oh.
Oh.
You may be ended by flesh-eating horses. a pedantic sphinx, a three-headed dog, an ordinary snake, a wandering demigod, or a territorial satyr?
I mean, a hero shouldn't go around just randomly killing people.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But the territorial satyr does sound about right.
The event rolls that I was looking for, really, were 3 and 18.
Of course,
18,
the least common.
18 is 18. You are struck by lightning and don't die. It's a miracle, possibly. Roll again. 3, on the other hand.
Zeus up there just going, do it again.
3 is do it again. You're struck by a bolt of lightning and you are dead.
Damn.
Oof.
With no positive outcome.
Ooh,
That is harsh.
It is a
you
bit.
just cease to exist.
Ah, yeah. So that was Don't Look at the Mountain. It's somewhat entertaining.
I'm quite amused by their view of ancient Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty simple, but it works.
Aye.
Yeah, you know. You can't ignore the gods, but you don't want them to know anything about you.
Yeah. You have to acknowledge the gods, but you don't want to, you don't want to talk to them.
Well, it's always like the most beautiful person, the wisest, the strongest, whatever, then gets compared to the gods, and the gods get angry and pick on them instead of the people who did the comparison. Which doesn't seem fair.
Okay. So this one is the next one is a little more meta.
So,
As we look at the third one of the similar format one-shots, homoerotic space wizards. You are a space wizard, and you have a nemesis who is an evil space wizard. He's hunting you, and you should probably kill each other, but that would be simple, and you are very complex.
oh no.
Your tracks
Okay.
for this, 0 to 10 again, are lasers, pining, and hunted.
Tiny.
What are we pining for?
Your nemesis, clearly.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay.
You're in love with your nemesis? Be pining for them?
You are closer than brothers. Much closer.
Oh, this is hilarious.
I see.
So this, much like the Prime Minister Won't Resign, it's an event type and then an event, 2 separate 1d6 rolls.
Okay.
Would you like to start us off, Dragon?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. You sense him. He's on a nearby spaceship.
Ooh.
Eden?
2 and a 1.
You glimpse him through a window. He sees you. That's not Eden, that's me. Let's do this right.
A 4 and then a 5.
A 4 and then a 5. You cut off part of his body in another duel in space.
Oh,
Straight to the action.
Keeping it as a memento.
I have a 4 and then a 2. I'm dueling with him. I throw rocks with my mind. It's not very efficient. Dragon.
2 and 3.
Again, I see.
Mm-hmm.
He's still on a nearby spaceship. You should probably do something about that. Eden.
6 and a 6.
You're on the run, but you cause a scene in a space bar.
Oh no.
You're not supposed to shoot first.
3 and then 2.
You're copying me this time, Amy. Throwing rocks with your mind is not very efficient.
Damn it.
And I'm copying Eden. With the scene in a space bar. The dice gods are having fun here. Dragon.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. You're dueling again. Sword fight over a lava pit.
Ooh.
Eden.
I have the high ground.
5 and a 4.
You've made a plucky friend, but they are slain defending you.
No.
That's a 4 and a 6.
You are caught in a duel. He demands you join him and forsake your allies.
Never!
A 4 and a 1. Another duel. You get into a fist fight. Was he always this muscular?
Getting very close there, are we?
Oh my.
Big chunk of pining for that result.
I can imagine.
Dragon.
I was just gonna say, have you been working out?
Hmm.
Mm.
Really? 4 and 3.
You're definitely having some duels here. You try to stab each other on a moving platform.
We just like to fight, apparently.
Apparently so. Eden.
Okay. Got 5 and a 1.
You save some civilians, but it leaves a trail.
No good deed.
That's a 4 and a 2.
You're throwing rocks with your mind. I've told you about throwing rocks with your mind. I have a 2 and a 6. I stop an evil plan. It was a trap. Dragon.
2 and 1.
You glimpse him through a window. He sees you.
Our eyes meet.
Across the vastness of space.
So many longing looks.
That meet cute moment of death.
We're either going to kill each other or fall madly in love.
Yeah, nobody's quite sure which way it's gonna go.
Now I need a flash for that both gif. Okay, Eden.
Okay. Got a 3 and a 6.
He demands you join him and forsake your allies.
No.
I don't see that working.
How could I?
It's a 1 and a 5.
You escape on your ship as he looks up at you from the ground.
Why? Toodles.
5 ooh, and 5. I return to an empty home. And that increases my pining score.
Oh.
Dragon.
Two and 2.
He leads an assault on your latest hideaway.
Does he now?
Eden.
I see.
He does indeed.
Yeah. I got a 6 and a 2.
Someone recognizes you on an urban planet. You're
I'll pull the
hunted.
hood up.
5 and 6.
You've caused a scene in a space bar. A 1 and a 3. I sense him. He's on a nearby spaceship. Somewhere out there. Dragon.
5 and 4.
5 and 4. You've made a plucky friend. But they're slain defending you. Eden.
4 and 3.
You're trying to stab each other on a moving platform. It's not very effective.
4 and 2.
Neither is throwing rocks with your mind.
Never getting away from that one now.
No,
Apparently not.
apparently I'm stuck on it.
I am forced to defend myself at a checkpoint. That's not very good for subtlety.
6 and 1.
You save some civilians, but it leaves a trail.
It's worth it.
Eden.
2 and 6.
2 and 6. You stop an evil plan. It was a trap.
1 and 2.
He leads an assault on your latest hideaway. You should have hidden it better. 1 and 6. You've also stopped a trap. Stopped a plan, which was a trap. Unclear.
I mean, at least you're all escaping from the traps.
I mean, yes, but we're increasingly hunted.
6 and 1.
6 and a 1. You're trying to catch up. You're saving more civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Eden.
3 and 5.
You've cut off part of his body. He's hunting you
No.
more than ever.
3 and 5.
He's running out of bits of body.
It's
just a
also by
flesh
the end.
wound.
Black Knight all the way.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. I have a 6 and a 2. I'm recognised on an urban planet. These hunted tracks are getting quite high.
They are.
That's fine.
4 and
It's-
4.
It's slightly weighted towards the hunting tracks for interesting reasons. 4 and 4 is you are sword fighting over a lava pit. It's dangerous business.
Again.
Again.
Oh well.
You may as
At
well
least
play
they're
to
not
time.
old.
Eden.
2 and 2.
Your latest hideaway has been assaulted, as it were.
6 and 5.
You return to an empty home. You are sad.
No.
I am a
2
sad.
and a 2. My hideaway is also assaulted. I object. I didn't ask for that.
All
Right.
the sad ones. 2 and 4.
You elude him by stealth, but he passes close enough to touch. You can smell him.
Ooh.
Suddenly intense.
That was a result we hadn't had yet.
Yeah, I'm just slightly
I
concerned.
think that was the only result we hadn't had yet. Eden.
Okay, 4 and 6.
He demands you join him and forsake your allies.
No, how many times?
Didn't work the last time. Why would it work this time?
5 and 6.
5 and 6. You're causing a scene in a space bar. There's a lot of
Just
it
don't
about.
have my alcohol.
5 and a 4. I have made a plucky friend who's slain defending me.
4 and 1.
You get into a fist fight. Was he always this muscular? Your pine
No.
is
He has clearly
on
been
the high side.
working out to deal with his frustrations.
That'll be it. Eden.
Okay. 2 and a 2 again.
Yeah. Running out of hideaways for the moment.
What's the other
You
one?
should check yourself for a tracking device.
4 and a 6.
Demands you join him and forsake your allies.
Never!
A 2 and a 1. I glimpse him through a window. He sees me.
Dun, dun, dun.
My hunted is now 9. This is fine. Dragon.
2 and 4.
A 2 and 4. You have eluded him a second time by stealth. Close enough to touch. You
And
can
sneaky.
smell him. And your pining
Ooh.
is off the
See,
scale.
I have a terrible sense of smell, so it's either going to be great or horrific.
Yeah, I think he probably needs a wash if you're smelling him at that, even at that range. However, clearly his odor is not sufficient to deter you. You succumb to your urges, betray your principles, and join your nemesis. You rule space together, evilly.
Evilly.
Overcome by pheromones.
That'll be it.
Oh my god, it's Black Widow all over again.
Midichlorian pheromone or something. It's Star Wars.
There are enough interesting outcomes that we'll carry on for the moment. So, Eden.
Okay. I've got 5 and a 3.
5 and a 3. You're forced to defend yourself at a checkpoint.
It's a 4 and a 6.
He's just going to keep asking you, apparently. That's 3 in the last 4 rolls.
Just
Join me!
badgering you at
Join
this
me!
point.
Join me! Join me!
Are you sure you don't want to join me?
But-
Have you
but
changed your
should
mind
join
yet?
me.
It's like my mum
Yeah.
asking me to go to her things with her group.
Are you sure you don't want to?
A 6 and a 3 is interesting for me. I'm forced to defend myself at a checkpoint, which brings me to hunted of 10.
Oh,
I find myself cornered, with no escape. This will be my last duel, or will it? My nemesis and I kill each other. It's poetic. You have time for an extended, agonizing goodbye.
Wow.
Dying in each other's
Tragedy.
arms.
Eden.
1 and 1.
You've glimpsed him through a window. He sees you, and that puts your hunted to 10. Will this be your last duel?
Oh. Single roll?
Yep.
6.
You're also kill your nemesis, and he kills you. Another long agonizing goodbye. Unless, Amy, you particularly want to see if you can get the
We'll
lasers
do one more.
outcome.
I'll do one more. That's a 1 and a 4.
1 and a 4. 1 and a 4. You elude him by stealth, but he passes close enough to touch. You can smell him. He doesn't quite catch you. You are the only survivor. Because in reality, ruling space together evilly with your nemesis, only one of you is going to survive that. Your other entertaining outcomes. Hunted quite often gives you the opportunity to have a non-fatal outcome, reduce your hunted score, and continue. It's also possible that your nemesis has a change of heart and dies saving you from his own troops or some other disaster. And if your lasers hit 10, which it's weighted fairly well so that you shouldn't reach 10 very often, you finally take a lethal hit from the endless slew of gunfire aimed by poorly trained troopers or a laser sword. Your nemesis holds your body and weeps.
Okay.
There we go. That was homoerotic space wizards. And
Yes. It
Yeah.
I think it is well named.
it really is.
Yeah.
Yep.
A dirge without music.
A dirge without music. This is a little bit more involved, but actually has a fixed win condition.
Okay. Age, family, and house.
So, a dirge without music, a miniature TTRPG of over-the-top, die-hard fantasy realism. You are a villager, and you have just reached adulthood. Congratulations, you are now on a ticking timer until you die. If you're
Yay!
lucky, you will have children to succeed you, and you'll die of old age. However, you'll most probably die a grisly and unfulfilling death. So, everybody has a villager. Your villager starts at 16 plus 1d6 years old. Roll that up for me.
I'm 18.
I'm 17.
What was it again? Sorry.
16 plus 1d6.
19.
Relatively low numbers. Everyone currently has a house. You also have 1d6 family members.
2.
3.
5.
Goodness.
Okay. So, the way this works, the game is played in rounds. Each round represents a year in the village where you live.
Okay.
Each round, the group rolls on the almanac table, which I'll do, and then each player rolls on the villager events table. You die if the table tells you to die, or if you're ever without a house and any family members simultaneously. There is a hidden bit in here. There are no mechanisms by which you can regain a home if you have lost your home.
Okay.
Okay.
If you
That
die, you may
seems
start an If you die, you may start a new villager at the start of the next round. If you reach 30 years of age, you win, having reached retirement and geriatric bliss.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sweet victory.
I know.
We're already having it.
Yep.
You can't spell geriatric bliss without trick. Almanac year. The year is peaceful, the crops grow, and nothing disturbs your pastoral bliss.
Okay, that's a good start.
It is.
1d6
2d6.
added together.
Yep.
4.
Your usual work vanishes and you threaten to starve. Roll a d6. You starve to death, or you eat a family member. You can choose which.
Okay.
If you roll a 1 on the d6.
Damn, this got dark quickly.
That took a turn.
And I rolled a 1.
Woo.
Are you going to die, or are you going to eat one of your family members?
I guess I'll eat the family member that starves before me.
Your family is smaller, but you survive.
That was a really grim start.
That was quite a grim start. It's all pretty grim starts and continuances.
I
Eden.
feel like we're in gloom.
Yes.
This is much worse than like the European medieval period that a lot of these are
Yeah.
kind of tie
Yeah.
back to, at least.
This is dialed up to 19 rather than 11.
Yeah.
Eden, 2d6, please.
Okay, 3, 2, 5 total.
You are accused of a crime. Roll a d6.
1.
You die whether you did it or not.
Wow.
Okay, right.
So we'll re-roll you at the start of the next year.
Easy come,
7.
easy go. Goodbye,
7.
family.
You age
Just like to
another
have a lot
year
of
in...
kids.
Yep. Amy, you age another year in grim drudgery.
Hooray.
Don't go to it.
Woo.
Forgot to age dragon. What happens to mine? On a 3, a random crime spree kills one of my family members. I mean, I have plenty to spare. I did roll a 6.
Lucky you.
Half a sec, guys. I can hear a cat being exceptionally bad.
So can I, actually. I will be back in a second. Mine's screaming at the window.
Quick cat check.
For once, mine are behaving.
Ooh.
In
I have no
fairness,
cats to misbehave. So,
that sounds more relaxing.
seems to be, just from what I gather from, I mean, obviously what is happening right now.
I mean, my two are usually fairly, like, they're not a lot of work. Phoebe just wants to be close to you constantly, and Fafnir, it's nice weather, so he's out. He'll come in and eat, maybe nap for an hour or two, and then go straight back out again.
Sounds easy enough.
I'm on the ground floor, so I can just put him out the window if he's being a dick. So
That's literally what I do with Frankie, because the window is right there. But I'm here at the moment, so I can't do that. Hi, cat. Here's cat tax.
Speaking of,
Cat tax.
hello, Frankie.
She's like, love me, mum.
Sorry about that. It is the time of evening where a small fly has decided to wander into the flat. It's not going to survive that experience.
Not with Banshee about.
But it's not a stinging creature, so I'm going to let it take its chance. There is still an open window around. They're not
Good
very
luck,
smart
little
cats.
fly.
They will attempt to eat bees and wasps and everything else.
Oh.
Multiple times.
Yep.
They don't learn.
Frankie
Spicy
will
flying
hunt-
things.
Frankie will hunt flies, but then she leaves their corpses. So I'm just like,
Fafnir brings in mice. As soon as they're in the house, he
He's
doesn't
done
really care anymore.
yeah, she's letting she dropped a live mouse in our living room, and Mark had to run around and try and catch it and get it out. And then she brought in a dead one, and then she started just leaving them at the door because she knows
the
now.
door.
She's like, she knows now. It's like, no, don't bring it in the house. She's like,
I mean,
"Fuck."
that's an
One that-
improvement.
The last one that Fafnir brought in, he dropped it somewhere, dead, and then Phoebe brought it to us. I found this! Look,
Mum, dispose of this, please.
pretty much.
Yep.
I'm really glad she did, because if it stayed long enough to start decomposing,
Aye, that would have been a bit
Gross.
grim.
Gross.
Okay, where were we? It was about to be Dragon's turn again after the almanac roll. is a peaceful year once again.
Excellent.
Dragon, 2d6.
10.
10. You look at a nobleman in a way that displeases them. Roll a d6.
3.
That's fine.
That was almost more concerning than...
I know, right? Okay, Eden, let's regenerate you. 16 plus
Okay.
1d6 years old.
Okay. 18
Okay.
and 5.
And 5 family members. Okay. And your villager event is? 2d6.
1 and 4.
4. Your usual work vanishes and you threaten to starve. Roll a d6.
3.
That's fine. Amy.
10.
10. You've also looked at a nobleman in a way that displeases them. Roll a d6.
5.
That's fine. I am attacked by an animal.
Oh
I
no!
must roll a d6.
Oh no.
I survive. Okay. The next almanac year brings a storm. Each villager rolls a d6. On a 1 or 2, you lose your house to the weather. How many
Got
1s and 2s
fucking
do we
hurricanes
have?
or something in this village.
Yep.
5.
1.
No house for dragon.
I'm going to be dead very soon.
What do you get, Eden?
I got a 3.
Okay. And you say you got a 5, Amy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Only dragon that lost a house then. Dragon to generate an event.
I don't think I want to. 6.
6. You age another year in grim drudgery.
Drudgery is
Better than the
generally
alternative.
peaceful.
Yep. Eden.
I'll take it.
3, 5.
You're accused of a crime. Roll a d6.
Oh no, not again.
Okay, got a 6.
You're fine. Amy.
3.
A random crime spree kills one of your family members. And for myself. 7. I age another year in grim drudgery. Excellent. Let's see what the almanac says. Almanac says another peaceful year. We like those. Dragon, what's
Being
your
quite
event?
kind.
Hmm.
I say as I am about
Yeah,
to die.
apart from the hurricane. Yeah.
Yeah, the hurricane sucked. 8.
8. Grim drudgery for you.
Nah.
Eden.
6. 8.
And for you. Already.
8.
Also grim drudgery.
All the
Everybody's getting away
drudgery.
with it. This means I'm gonna die. 10. I've looked at a nobleman in a way that displeases him, but he did not. He did not do anything about it. So that was fine.
Muttered about these filthy peasants.
Almanac this year, we have another storm. You can't lose your house a second time, Dragon, but the rest of us might. 1d6.
Fine, just get a live-in position and then it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Indeed. Get 1d6, please, Eden.
5.
Everybody's house survives. Dragon, your event.
7.
Sorry?
7.
Drudgery again. Nice and easy. Eden.
5, 10.
It's a nobleman. He's displeased. Roll 1d6.
2.
You survive the encounter. Amy.
6.
Drudgery again.
Hooray!
And I have. Ooh,
These
clumsy
are exciting
hand.
times we're living in.
Smacked my microphone. I am attacked again by an animal. Presumably, I should have done something about it the first time.
Stop wandering into the forest by yourself.
But that's where the cool kids hang out, allegedly. I've never seen them, but I'm told they're there. I survived my animal encounter, however, so that's fine.
You were merely adding to your collection of scars.
Yeah, happens. Okay, so the almanac has given us Inquisitors. Lose one family member. If you cannot, you die.
But if I go to 0 and 0, I die anyway, don't I?
Yep.
Fuck.
Ouch.
Oh no.
My current record is making it to 23.
Indeed. I'm going to make a note of the record there. We'll regenerate you in the next round. Eden.
3, 4, 2, 6 total.
Grim drudgery and quiet survival.
4.
Or your usual work vanishes and you threaten to starve. Roll a d6.
1.
You eat a family member.
I have no family members left.
Not
I'm
anymore.
dead.
They were too tasty. I have a peaceful year of grim drudgery, which is just what the doctor ordered. Okay, the next year we have wild animals. For the sake of argument, I think we continue to assume that the almanac happens before the new villager is is spawned. Roll a d6. Everybody. Apart from Dragon.
4.
3.
The wild animals have caught up with me. On a result of a 1, I die. So, Dragon. 16 plus 1d6.
22.
You made that back up quite well, didn't you? And d6
Yep.
family members.
4.
Not too bad. And your first roll for your event.
5.
On a 5, you're accused of a crime. Roll a d6.
I'm going to die straight out, aren't I?
If you roll a 1, yes,
6.
you're fine. Eden.
Okay, 3 and 5. And that's an 8.
You have a peaceful year. You're older and grumpier.
Good times.
The best of times and the worst of times. Amy.
I need to roll the card. 19. 5 family members.
You don't need to roll a character yet. You haven't died yet.
Oh, but not? I thought
Nope.
I lost. No?
No,
Oh,
you lost. You have
that's
no
my
family.
mistake.
You have no
That's
family
my
left,
mistake.
but you do still have a house.
That's my mistake. Sorry.
That's all right.
8.
8. You just get older. Nothing else interesting. Okay. And the almanac says a storm. Everybody except me roll a d6.
6.
5.
3.
Everybody's house is fine. Dragon, do your event. I shall roll my new character up while you're doing so.
7.
7. You have a peaceful year.
Yeah.
Eden.
7.
You also have a peaceful year. Amy.
10.
You look at a nobleman in a way that displeases them. Roll a d6.
5.
You are fine. He's just cross with you.
Tempting fate with those nobles.
Just a bit. I have rolled a 2. I have developed a chronic disability and cannot labour. If I ever end a round with no family members, I will die.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Almanac. The almanac says it's still a storm. Lovely. 1d6 each apiece.
3.
3.
2.
Amy is dead.
Oh.
Her house blew away in the storm with her inside it. No family members to hold her down. Dragon, let's see what befalls you in your 25th year.
12.
Your family grows. Add a new family member.
Oh.
Eden.
5.
You're accused of a crime. Roll a d6.
2.
You are unscathed. Amy, now you need to create a character.
Now I need to create a character. 19. And 2 family members.
Okay. And in the year in which you turn 20, your 2d6 event.
Oh, I dropped a dice. 7.
Nothing very special happens. Grim drudgery all the way down. I am attacked by an animal again. I do not get mauled to death this time. 6 is the record. The almanac says 8. A peaceful year for us.
Yay.
Dragon, what's your event?
7. Peaceful drudgery.
Peaceful drudgery.
Yay.
Eden.
11.
You fortify your home. The next time it would be destroyed, it isn't.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Amy.
7.
Nothing very special happens. Peace and quiet. My usual work vanishes, which I can't do because I have a chronic disability, but we'll ignore that conflict in the rules. I threaten to starve on a d6. I do not starve.
Yay.
I do not have to eat a family member.
Good.
This is good. Couldn't remember if I'd aged up. There we go. And the almanac says wild animals again. It's obsessed with animals apparently. Roll a die. You die on a 1.
3.
1.
That was quick.
Yep. Deary me. Dragon, what happens to you in the year?
Ten.
You look at a nobleman in a way that displeases them. Roll a d6.
3.
You're fine. Eden, your 28th year.
9.
You're attacked by an animal. Roll a d6.
2.
You're fine. Amy does not appear in this round. Regenerate you in the next round. I make an 8. I age quietly in the corner. Okay, the almanac for this year is peaceful. Amy, let's create you. 16 plus 1d6s.
We are 20, and we have 6 family members.
Big family this time. May it do you well. Dragon. What's your event?
7. I have no event.
You have no event. You are correct. Eden.
Never been so happy for nothing going on.
Yep, I got 7 as well.
All the peace and quiet. Amy.
3.
A random crime spree kills one of your family members.
No, that's fine. I've got plenty to spare.
5. I'm accused of a crime. Did I do it? Or do I die of the accusation? No. Good. Just before we enter what will be Eden's 30th year, if he survives it, then he will win. I'm just going to go and tell some chats off. Half a sec.
Oh, it's close. Ripe old age of 30.
Yeah. I mean, at absolutely no point in human history was 30 the average lifespan.
Yeah.
Never mind. If you made it past the age of 4, you would probably make it to your 50s or
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not historically accurate. Which is probably just as well, otherwise there'd be some very well-fed wild animals kicking around.
Yeah, there would be.
The almanac for the year is peaceful. Dragon, what's your event?
Four. Oh no, sorry. 9.
You're attacked by an animal. Roll a d6.
It's because the 6s on the dice I'm using today are a dragon and a thundercat symbol. So I'm trying to avoid wild animal. And a 2.
You avoid the wild animals successfully.
Minor
Eden.
mauling.
Can you survive your 30th year?
9.
9. You're attacked by an animal. Are you tasty? Is that a 1?
1.
Oh,
No.
no.
So close.
You die on the verge of your 30th year.
He was just about to retire.
So close.
Always the day before retirement.
Finally got me.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Amy, your 22nd year.
10.
You look at a nobleman in a way that displeases them.
No.
1.
You're executed on the spot.
Damn. You've got no luck in this game.
Nope.
I'm accused
Nope.
of a crime.
Oh god.
I get away without being executed for it. So, let's see what the almanac says.
We are the unluckiest village.
Yeah.
Very much. The almanac says it's a peaceful year again. Dragon, can you make your 30th year?
What's the luck?
Come on, dragon. Come on.
5.
You're accused of a crime. Roll a d6.
1.
You're executed, whether you did it or not.
Nobody can make it to 30. It's impossible. This is a brutal society that they live in.
It is. I'm not sure it's possible to win this.
I mean, it probably is. But
How
we're not
many
having a...
attempts does
How
it
many
take?
attempts?
I don't know.
I
I've
think I'm
never
on my
tried it
fourth
before.
now.
Yeah, I should maybe have made an extra column for how many people died. Eden,
that was
could
my-
you recreate your character?
That was my second
16
death.
plus 1d6.
18. 3 family members. Family members.
Eden,
19 and
19,
6.
6 family members. While we're recreating, Dragon, would you like to do yours?
18. And 1 family
One
member.
family member. Oh dear. So it will be
Well, I
Eden
started
for,
the first time with 2 and lost 1 very quickly,
it will
so
be Eden for an event.
Okay, 7.
You aged quietly. Amy,
6.
you aged quietly as well. My work vanishes. I may starve. I do not starve. That's fine. Okay, that takes us to the almanac. Dragon will not suffer an ill effect from this one. But it's a peaceful year, so there's nothing to worry about. Honest. Dragon, what's your event?
seven. Drudgery.
Nothing happens. Eden.
Thank goodness.
6.
Nothing happens. Amy,
9.
you're attacked by an animal. Roll a d6.
2.
You survive. I thought
Seffi, I think it's worse than Plummet.
it is. It's
Like,
infinitely
more
faster
control
than
Plummet.
yeah. It's infinitely faster than killing them off in Plummet. I fortify my home, so that's nice. The almanac tells us. Ooh, oh, we've seen that one before. Inquisitors lose a family member or die. Fortunately, we all have family members to spare. Dragon, what's your
Had.
event?
Mm.
7.
Nothing happens.
My family member is dead, but I am fine.
Eden,
I survived.
6.
6. Nothing happens to you either.
8.
8. All is quiet. 7. Even I have a quiet year. It makes a change. The almanac for the year. It's a storm again. Roll a d6.
5.
1.
1 for Amy. You have no home. Dragon. What was your d6 for your storm?
3.
Your house is intact and it's your turn for an event.
10. Goddamn nobleman.
That pesky nobleman.
5.
You have not angered him that much. Eden.
5.
5. You're accused of a crime. Roll a d6.
6.
You are not executed for your crime. Amy.
4.
Your usual work vanishes and you threaten to starve. Roll a d6.
5.
You're fine. I am attacked by an animal and roll a d6. The only thing that I keep getting, really. So I survive the animal attack. So that's fine. And we have an almanac. The almanac says peaceful. We liked that. Dragon.
6.
6. Peace and quiet for you.
Yay.
Eden.
5.
5. You're accused of a crime. Again.
4.
You survived the accusation. Amy.
3.
A random crime spree kills one of your family members.
No.
I did. Page you. That's fine. I have a peaceful year. I did not expect that.
Oh.
The almanac says peaceful year. Dragon. What's your event?
And
10. Nobleman again.
apparently I really just dislike the nobility.
It's your sassy personality.
I mean, maybe it's the same reason as I can't work customer service. My face just says too much.
Possibly.
5.
You survive it.
Yay.
With your wit
Eden.
and charm.
8.
Quiet year for you.
5.
You're accused of a crime. Did you do it?
3.
It doesn't matter. You survive it. 10. I have looked at a nobleman in a way that displeases them for a change. Maybe I thought they were a wild animal. Unfortunately, I've been executed at 29.
Oh no!
Brutal. Nobody can get there.
No.
I mean, at least you've all gotten like within reach of it. I haven't even made it there.
True.
Well, if nobody's made it there by 10 o'clock, then we'll deem it impossible to survive this this excessively realistic fantasy village. But we'll see.
It's not excessively realistic. Lower than the reality.
Brutal.
It's a village of murder.
I
No,
think
Where
it might be
tornadoes
called
happen,
Midsummer.
apparently.
We have got hundreds of deserted medieval villages, but it's not because they all just got eaten by animals or hung for crimes they didn't commit.
Or blown away by hurricanes.
I stand by my belief that this is a midsummer simulator. Dragon, what's your
Midsummer
event?
medieval version.
Midsummer Murders medieval version. Where's Guardsman Barnaby when you need him?
Maybe that's why we keep getting away with the crime.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
all you've got is the iCAD file.
That's fine, but he mostly only deals with cadavers.
There's plenty of those around.
Yeah.
Mostly ours. Dragon, your event, please.
6.
6. Peace and quiet. Eden,
5.
you're accused of a crime.
4.
You get away with it.
8.
You're peace and quiet. My brand new character will emerge at 18 with 4 family. My 19th year will bring me.
Yes, I like the name
Peace and
from
quiet.
chat. Grim Dark Midsummer.
Yep, that seems reasonable. So I have a peaceful year, and that's fine. The almanac brings us a raiding party.
Oh.
Each
Ooh.
villager rolls a d6. On a 1, you die. On a 2 or 3, one of your family members dies.
6.
5.
4.
2. I lose a family member. Dragon, your event.
Five.
Did you do the crime? Will
no!
you do the time?
No, that's 4. I escaped.
Run away!
You ducked the long arm of the law.
Fine,
Eden,
you just go to the next village over. They're not going to chat.
1.
I mean, that's what we do in Dark Tide, so...
I have noticed.
That was a 2.
a 2.
Yeah.
You develop a chronic disability and cannot labour. If you ever end around with no family members, you will die.
I think I've got a lot of family.
It is. You're the best placed for that result right now.
5.
Did you do the crime?
I did do the crime and I died for it.
Oh,
Oh,
1.
me.
you made it to 26 this time.
Is that the highest I've gotten?
Yes,
I
I
think
it is.
so.
That does not surprise me at all.
I have a quiet year. I approve. The almanac is for a quiet year. Dragon, you're 26. Can you survive becoming 26?
8.
Peace and quiet.
Yay.
Eden, can you be 28?
10.
You look at a nobleman in a way that displeases them.
Oh dear. 3.
You survive the experience. Amy, 16 plus d6.
17.
And, your
And
family
6
is
family
6
members.
family. Okay, and in your 18th year, what happens to you?
9.
You're attacked by an animal.
1.
You've been eaten by a grue. You are dead.
Well, that's as quick as it gets.
I have looked at another nobleman, so I'm not doing much better. I survive it, though. Dear me. Almanac. 2. Ruined harvest. Lose 1 family member.
Oh, fuck off!
And Draken doesn't have any
Oh
family.
dear.
Interestingly, you don't appear to die if you lose family members you don't have.
Really?
Oh!
Oh, wait,
Only-
no, because some of them say specifically,
Yeah.
don't they?
You'll die if you have
Yeah.
no family and no house. But
Uh-huh. But
Losing
some of them
yeah.
say... Because some of them have said if you don't have a family member to lose, then
Yep.
you die. Okay.
so you get to enter your 27th year.
Six.
In peace and quiet.
Yay. I'm just gonna hide over here.
Eden, can you make
And-
29?
7.
You can make 29. Amy, what's your new
Oh.
character?
Getting to that fatal age.
19. And 5 family members.
Okay, and your 20th year brings you death and destruction.
8.
Peace and quiet. I was wrong.
Oh, just wait.
I also have a peaceful year. I approve of this. The almanac brings us wild animals. Roll a d6, everybody. On a 1, you die.
3.
3.
3. Dragon.
3.
Everybody got a 3. Nobody died to the wild animals. Dragon, enter your 28th year.
We learned to work together. 8.
8. Peace and quiet. Eden, can you win? Can you successfully reach 30?
10.
10. You look at noblemen in a way that displeases them.
Please have mercy. 4.
You survive. Eden wins.
Hey!
You retire successfully.
Victory! Retirement!
Oh, dearie me. So there we go. That, at some length, was a dirge without music. Half a sec, I need to put my light on because my forehead is starting to be chroma keyed.
Oh, good times.
Which is a bit weird. I haven't seen that do that before. But yes, so that was a dirge without music, concluding our experimental run of one-shot, one-page RPGs from the somewhat dark and devious mind of Oliver Darkshire. You can find Oliver on Twitter. Dragon will drop the link into chat again. For those who weren't here the first time. Those were really entertaining. The first 3 that we did there were freely available through Oliver's Twitter account. A Dirge Without Music is on his itch.io. And he also has a DM Guild account. He's published a number of works on there, some of which are a little bit controversial from DM's Guild's point of view, because they have content preferences. Apparently they're supposed to be kid friendly. I'm not sure why. But yes, so that was that was a sequence of 4 one-shot RPGs, and I think that's about all we've got for the evening. Any last thoughts from the cast?
It was good. It was a nice change. It was
Yeah,
fun.
that was a good laugh. I enjoyed all of them, to be honest.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was a little bit different, but lots of fun. That. Okay. Varlastan should return in the next few weeks. We're just getting ready for season 2. Keep an eye out on all of the usual places for announcements about that. And for the moment, I'm going to hand you over to Dragon to take us out of here, off to see somebody else.
Yeah, just before I do that, I am going to put the link out to Eden's channel. Same for our kind DM, Lunrwolf.
What?
I am being good. Trying to remember what the hell I'm doing, since I'm not usually the one that does this most of the time.
That's fair.
Go. And who shall we go see? Who would people like to watch?
Oh, AJ is doing Jurassic World Evolution.
He is, isn't he?
Ooh, yeah.
Yep. AJ's live. Let's go see AJ.
Yes, give
Me
AJ
too.
some love.
Okay, so there'll be streams on this channel most days of the week. We'll also have Dragon Age Darktide coming back on Sunday. Bunch of other stuff going on. You can see all the information below, or you can check with us on most social media. You'll be able to contact me on and check anything if you're interested. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, who are D&Dice, and Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. Use Penance RPG on either of their websites to get a 10 or 20% discount on your order.
There we go.
And now I need to not press anything because every time I do it, then
Cancel
screws
the
up
raid.
and cancels the raid.
Yeah. We have raided out.
Good stuff.